We ain't paying the Jeremy, so
He ain't paying attention.
it's all pro bono.
The Jeremy.
We got
You love
Hollywood,
him?
got Hollywood, you and me. So that's enough, I suppose.
Yes.
Well, you know what I'm saying? We're here. Friday Night Yerrr, Blur Cartel. You know where to follow us. We on all platforms: Facebook, IG, YouTube, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok, Twitch. But if you're watching, just get the YouTube numbers up. So go ahead, subscribe to YouTube. Got a Blur Cartel on YouTube. That's all you need to do. We got all the shows. You know what I'm saying? Got Locker Room Talk Mondays at 8. We got Blur Cartel Plays Tuesdays at 8. We got Roundtable Wednesdays at 8. We got What It Sound Like. Go check out the episode yesterday. I had a dope interview. Check them out. Thursdays at 7. Of course, we here Friday, so Friday Night Yerrr. Tomorrow, Make It Make Sense, and then after that, Blur Cartel After Dark, and then Blur Cartel Kickoff on Sundays. Football's back. We be talking about that Rams Bills game of the week. Just in
Shellac.
line for fans.
The Rams got trashed, like I said they were, but at the end of the day, Matthew Stafford is just
Nah,
an average quarterback. Matthew Stafford was just an average quarterback in a good situation. Okay, so I mean,
You a Sunday. Blur Cartel kickoff Sunday. Man.
I'm
you
definitely,
know,
I'll be there. I'll be on
American
it.
Amazing Spider can't hear. AK Mr. AK, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. What's up with y'all?
Troman Reigns here. Troman Reigns here. Back at it. Friday night here. You might catch me on Monday's special. Locker room talk. So I might be on there. See what the ladies have to say. I'm with it.
Well, man, you already know it's your boy Hollywood Sensei. Sensei of the Blur Cartel. You know what I mean? CEO status. We in the building. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Send them stars. We everywhere. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch. Episodes also dropping on Spotify and Apple Podcasts from Roundtable. What it sound like? But yeah, it's Friday night. You're tonight.
I know there's been a weekend of wrestling, so I mean, I would love to go over Clash at the Castle. I would love to go over Worlds Collide. I would love to go over All Out, but the drama supersedes everything. So
Um,
the CM Punk, the media scrub, he
the
went.
media scrub.
Oh, not the scrub, medium scum. So somebody asked him about Coca Cabana. He went on a rant about Coca Cabana. He said Coca Cabana shares a bank account with his mom. He paid all his bills. He hasn't been his friend in like 7 years. Went on a Hangman Page. He went into business for himself. Called all the EVPs to be Kenny, the Bucks, all empty heads, and just like they let him get away with whatever. Comes at Tony Khan, say he just wanted me to wrestle pricks all the time, emphasizing MJF as a prick and just coming
he
at
called he called the MJF a prick. Well, I guess that supersedes what MJF said. He called him
so
a
this
mark. So
so this turns into the Bucks and Kenny confronting Ace Steel and CM Punk, and they start a fight in the locker room. They're saying Punk threw the first punch, and then allegedly Ace Steel bit Kenny Omega. So
he
whatever.
turned to a cannibal.
So apparently,
You hit him
according
with
to
the
him,
K
he
Shine.
said he was defending his wife or whatever the case may be. Then he said he threw a chair at Nick Jackson, knocked him the fuck out, gave him a black eye. So a
Nick
bunch of
down for the
niggas got
cut.
suspended. Punk, they didn't say he got suspended, but more or less he got suspended, and then he had to relinquish the AEW championship.
Because he's injured.
Well, he's also injured allegedly with a torn pec, so he'd be out 6 to 8 months. Same injury Christian got. Well, Christian has a torn bicep, so he'll be out 6 to 8 months.
That
And
that's
then
that's
Kenny, the Buck, got suspended, had to forfeit the trio championship they just won the night before.
Shit.
So, what do y'all think
I
about the nonsense of AEW?
I guess because Cody's not there. Cody was the glue. I mean, so it's looking like it's just it looks like it's hell over there. It's like a turmoil. It reminds you of WCW. Remember how WCW was in the backstage area? People throwing fits and shit in the backstage area. That's how AEW turned it out to be. I guess Cody was the glue. He
Yerrr.
really was. He really was the glue. So I mean, CM Punk. Now, there are people saying that they not surprised about Punk because whoever worked with him in WWE also said, which might be Daniel Bryan and Jericho saying that he's like that. This is how he is. Uh, they're not surprised about his actions or his behavior. So, I mean, there's word going around that Punk might be on his way out the door. He
Well,
might be.
probably forced out the door because the
He's
fight.
probably better. He's probably better double agent. Probably try to destroy
Oh
AEW from
my
the inside
god!
out.
Did you just
I don't
call him a
know.
double agent?
Yes, the double agent.
Not CM Punk the double agent. Oh,
So hold on. To answer Cody's question. Uh, Malachi Black apparently asked for his release, but he has a situational release to where it's more about him getting his personal life together, getting his mental health right. He got denied his release, but got a situational release. Now he's going to be out for a number of months. House of Black apparently are going to get Butcher, Blade, and a Bunny to replace him, but there's no leadership there, so I don't know. So I'm not saying House
I'm
of
not too fond of that.
directionless, but they have no leader. So just like I guess maybe they might make Brody King the leader, but it's still a mid card act. I'm hoping they're done facing Darby and Sting for whatever reason. But all right, and Miro, maybe they're done with that, but I don't know. Hollywood, how you feel about the AEW shambles?
this is shit show, premium shit show. You know what I mean? Hopefully, like in all seriousness, hopefully Malachi Black, he whatever situation he got to handle and deal with, he get it dealt with, and he come back. You know what I mean? He come back. But
Until he appear on Friday Night SmackDown. I mean,
you know what I mean? I don't know. It like AEW. To me, it always felt like you know what I mean, a captainless ship. You know what I mean? Even though
since
Tony Khan is he's the guy, but it just don't feel like he has that
he has that grip,
yeah, that grip, that rule over the company, over the rosters, like
like you know
McMahon had or Triple H.
how Van Man ruled with an iron fist.
Yeah,
I mean,
Well, I mean, if you look at it, he made the a Nick or a Matt Jackson. I'm not sure which one, but he made him just sell T-shirts for the company. Kenny, you could just train the girls or do matches for the women and focus on the video game. And then pretty much it's just like, all right, that's all the EVPs. Cody left. All right, this is my
uh,
company now. My money's getting poured into it. I make all the booking decisions. He's like the Jerry Jones of wrestling. So as of right
Cherry Jones.
I mean,
Oh
you see
yeah.
what happened with the Cowboys. They ain't win a
Uh,
championship since when?
they got one
suit,
playoff win.
1996.
And, like, I just feel like this controversy is crazy. You know what I mean? I like CM Punk. I mean, we kind of already knew his reputation, how he was in the locker room. So, you know what I mean? This
Yeah,
probably wasn't a surprise, but it's still crazy nonetheless to hear. Like, you know what I mean?
he
Niggas biting people and, like, come on, bro.
right.
Like,
Now, hold on. The answer to Anthony's question: if WWE made trios championships back in the Vince era, that would never happen. It would never happen. Vince never respected really tag team wrestling like that. Let's just
Right.
keep it funky. Now with the Triple H era, I mean, you can have a trios championship. You can have New Day. You can have New Day, Imperium. You can have the Brawling Brutes. You can have
But here's the
a lot
thing.
of mid card acts that can just be in trios.
But
Now Solo Sokoa, the Usos can be in it and just win those championships. I mean,
here's the thing. The Vin Man, the new, not the New Day. The what's that damn? The Spare Squad. They the one that started that tag team championship where all five of them hold the title and stuff like that.
well, I
New
mean,
Day,
it was the Von Erichs, but
yeah,
Freebird rule.
the New Day made it popular. You know what I'm saying? So, because your man, what's his name? Kofi, when he was in that, I think it was like a ladder match, Money in the Bank ladder match. And he said if he win a WWE championship, they all WWE champions. So,
How
how is that possible? I don't
I
know.
mean, it's just unity. I mean, they did the
Yeah,
Freebird rule in the New Day, so I mean,
no,
yeah,
but
yeah.
how were the trio championship unnecessary? I want to know.
it could be too many belts. I mean,
Too many
but
belts. They would start having to unify the titles.
can't
So,
no. Oh yeah, with AEW also Bobby Fish afterwards got released, or well, he didn't get released. He let his contract run out.
No,
Kyle
so
24
O'Reilly,
7 belt is that's the best thing that happened to the E in a minute.
the 24/7 belt is the new hardcore title, but you know,
pretty much,
I think they should bring it back more how the hardcore title was, just a little bit more of the entertainment factor.
right.
But
So
Kyle
Bobby
O'Reilly's
Fish is no
so yeah, Bobby Fish is going. Kyle O'Reilly's recovering from surgery. Adam Cole turns on the Bucks for no reason, so we're not going to get no Elite versus the Bucks and Kenny. So yeah, that's not going to happen.
right. I mean, the only stability they seem like they have back there and like a leader is Jericho, Jericho and Brian Danielson. So I
But
mean,
I don't think it would create unnecessary factions. You just use the factions you have already,
right,
so they
right.
would get more screen time for them. But
Yeah. But I do think they probably would try to mash some niggas together. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
Just for the fuck of it. You know what I mean?
Maximum Male Models is definitely winning the trios titles. That's what I'm calling it.
Maximum male models.
Fucking Masay and what's his name?
I say,
Ain't one of his LA Knight that used to be at NXT or something like
yes.
that. Oh wow, Maximus, whatever his name is,
Fucking Max
what
Uh,
Dupree.
did did
Dupree,
Max Dupree? Did y'all
Max.
watch Clash at the Castle?
Oh, I seen it. Every match in there was good, with the exception of Edge and Bailey's match. Those are two unforgotten matches.
Now,
But
now, see how you don't watch wrestling for a story. I get you're an attitude era guy and they don't have storyline, but you know there were stories in that. I get the Ray match wasn't that great, but Dominic turning on him was a payoff to
now that was unexpected for him to turn at the end of the match. He helped them win, but he turned on them at the end of the match. That's
right.
a Triple H move. So I like that. I like how they implemented, like they won the match. He didn't cost them the match. He turned on them after the match was over, which was good in my opinion because it was unexpected.
Well,
Un-
to answer
unexpected.
to answer Anthony's question, I think Solo's on SmackDown because he's facing Drew tonight.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's a brand split thing, but you know he could end up on Raw, maybe to face Lashley. I don't know who Lashley's really going to face for the U.S. title. I think he's done with the Miz right now. But Mr. Vape in the building, what's good with you, sir?
What's up,
Hey,
y'all?
how
What's
you doing?
up?
How you doing?
No, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
And then real quick to answer Goose question, Bianca Belair got pinned, so you might not like the match, but the finish was strong. Bianca Belair.
No, the finish was strong.
How do y'all feel
God,
about champions being pinned? Like,
the,
I don't feel like she should have
it,
took it.
it shows vulnerability. I like that. It shows that a champion can lose their title at any given moment. Especially if you're being pinned. The finish was good. I like the finish. I just didn't like the match in itself.
If
Is
you
because
Do y'all think that Brianna's title reign is like running its course so far, or you think it still
as,
can
as
go some seconds?
no,
as
no.
far as running this course now, let's look at SummerSlam last year when she lost to Becky in 26 seconds, and the marks were just crying their tears out. Oh my God, no, no! You got to progress the story. You got to progress the story. The story has
Um,
ran its course with WrestleMania and
right.
Becky not getting the title back, and now we just have to see what happens. So it's definitely going to be Bailey versus Bianca at
I
some point.
Yeah, because
oh, oh,
we never really got. Wait, did they fight next? Oh, like it was like they were supposed to fight, but
she was
they got.
she was Bianca was Bailey's last opponent before she got injured.
Okay. Okay.
So she was supposed to wrestle. I forgot what pay per view it was. It was a pay per view that was
Was Hell
coming
in a
up.
Cell?
It might have been that, and she tore her ACL training in the performance center.
What?
Uh, so she was her last. She was going to be her last opponent, but I think she was Bailey's last opponent before she got injured. Don't quote me on that, but
Oh shit.
I do remember her and Bailey. Her and Bailey had a match. They were scheduled for another match, and she tore her ACL.
Yeah, she was doing the ding dong thing still.
And
Hollywood, how you feel about champions getting pinned?
You know what I mean? I agree completely with Goose said. You know what I mean, it shows the vulnerability in your champion that they could be pinned at any time. You know what I mean, and it adds another element to whatever rivalry that champion is in. You know what I mean, so I don't see a problem with it. You know what I mean, unless like they getting pinned like super frequently or some shit, then it's like all right, bro. But I mean, every once in a while it don't. I mean,
If
it's
you
not an issue.
remember this, if you
now,
remember this, a while back, a long time ago, when the Shield was still a thing and Punk was still in the company. If you remember, Punk wrestled all three members of the Shield in one night,
right.
and it was Punk's idea to have Roman go over on him, but he was like, they was like, no, 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 no. We want you to win, but you gotta make Roman look really fucking strong. And Punk's like, why don't you just win? No, we don't want that. We want you to win. You gotta make Roman look really fucking strong.
Right.
so champions getting pinned is always a conflict of interest, and
That that was
depending,
event.
I'm about to say
That was
because
it.
if we compare Roman Reigns,
That was events out there.
Roman hasn't been pinned this whole time.
He hadn't been pinned in 2 years.
He hasn't been pinned in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And then I look at it with Bianca. I don't know. I just wish Bianca had the strong enough like a build like that. Like,
I
but I
think
think that it makes
but
tension with
if
Bailey.
you if you look at it, it took all three of them to hit their finishers on her
finish it
to
right.
get pinned, so it's fine.
Right.
But here's the thing. All right, so I'm gonna tell you, like, you know the angle. I like what they're doing with Austin Theory. That's a good angle because they don't take him serious until he cashing in, and he's the only Money in the Bank person I could think of that's been really disrespected right now. Uh,
They
he's
just say
been dis.
I don't know. I feel like Otis got disrespected because he
No, no. Otis was just for comedy. He was just for comedy. But Otis, but if you ever notice, Otis never really got pinned. Otis never really got knocked out either. So Otis was just
Otis
for
lost his briefcase to the Miz, and
yeah, he
some
lost
random
his
right.
Miz.
But he was never supposed to cash it in. It was just to progress the storyline.
never forget James Ellsworth had the first women's Money
Well,
in the Bank.
right. But James Ellsworth, he was just there for comedy. It was just progression. The progression, the story. Eventually, Carmella was going to get it regardless.
We're not going to disrespect James Ellsworth, AJ Styles' greatest rival in WWE.
Oh,
Right.
AJ Styles, who saved his life. I mean, because he damn near broke his
Probably.
neck.
What about Baron? What about Baron Corbin?
Baron Corbin,
He had heat.
no,
on him.
he had heat on him, and plus John Cena kind of buried him because he said he don't think he's ready to be champion. He don't think he's ready to be champion. He kind of got buried.
Can we get Ronda some mic skills?
Yes, please, Anthony. I agree with that. Please give her some mic skills.
Mic
She's
skills different
definitely,
for everybody.
she's definitely needed, and she's not a good heel at all. She's not a good face. She's just there. She just stuck in limbo. Okay, but at the end of the day, as far as champions,
Oh, go ahead.
as far as champions, I think they need to be pinned every now and then. Not all the time. Another champion who is pinned all the time. The Rock. He was pinned all the time. He put people over, even though he was the champion. He's been pinned all the time. But it made him look strong towards the pay per view, which ultimately he wound up winning. A champion you never really ever been seen pinned a lot of times was Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, John Cena. he didn't mind being pinned. It depends on who it was. It really depended on who it was. I'm not going to say he would take the L. It all depended on who it was. If like for instance, he would take an L to Jack Swagger was supposed to cash in on
Jack
John Cena.
Swagger.
John Cena didn't want it. He didn't want Jack Swagger to cash in on. So Jericho did the cash in. You know
Jericho
what I'm saying?
typically takes pins
Yeah,
also.
Jericho. You know what I mean? I'm just saying like certain champions like they don't want to be pinned. So it kind of you know like but it makes them vulnerable. I like that. So it doesn't have the champion going in strong all the time to a pay per view or to whatever show they're going into, knowing that they can be pinned at any time. So I I can't say I can't say that was bad. I just said the match in itself was bad, but the finish was freaking excellent.
Real
All right,
quick,
I
Excellent.
just got a
real
quick question, real quick, because
go
it's
ahead.
been circling around, especially TikTok, the rest of the community of TikTok and everything. It's I don't know if y'all heard of it, but it's been a big debate on which was the better faction, Shield or New Day. What is the better faction, Shield or New Day?
The Shield
Uh,
by a mile.
the,
What are we
Right.
the
talking
And
shield,
I
the
don't even know
shield,
why that question was asked.
The reason why
right?
about? Brock,
I would say
I
the reason
believe
why I
Brock was
would
a full
say
timer at one point. Don't forget.
the reason
The
why
shield
the, re-
fight.
the reason why I would say New Day because the accomplishments that I understand what y'all would say are mostly accomplishments that they weren't together in. But the accomplishments that the New Day has as a group, I feel outweighs what Shield did as a group.
I can
Hold on,
accept that
hold
answer.
on, hold on a
You know what I'm
second.
saying? We got multiple tag team championships. You have two members that was a part of this still and became WWE champion. I don't know.
Now, hold on. The Shield as a whole is more successful than the New Day. Let's just
Do they have more success as a team when they were
yes,
together than the New Day?
yes.
Uh,
I
the
mean,
only
if you look at it, let's look at it as a whole. Shield Wyatt's classic. New Day Wyatt's that was pretty much Death by Daylight. I don't know what the fuck that was, but whatever.
he said Death by Daylight.
Cool. You can have that cinematic moment, whatever. But Wyatt Shield, that was the shit.
Yeah,
Both Shield Evolution, both matches were great. Shield New Day, oh, it never happened. What I don't know.
because
Shield
one of them got
Shield
injured.
has,
I think.
Shield has WrestleMania wins. New Day, they lost to fucking League of Nations for no reason.
All right, well here's it.
It's like bigger moments. The Shield have the bigger moments. So it's like you know, New Day were together longer.
They
So
have
let's
longevity. I was
take,
gonna say that.
take
Yeah, you
Roman
said they have
having
a
it.
WrestleMania win, but which one hosted WrestleMania?
And are we talking about hosting WrestleMania? Come on.
I mean, shoot. I mean, I look at it, that's star power. I don't see Shield hosting a
But,
WrestleMania.
the, but the,
Hosting a WrestleMania.
if
You
you
know what I'm
remember
saying?
Roman having the title and Braun had the cash in, and he kept
Yeah,
threatening Roman every week to cash in, and all the Shield reunions will be when Ambrose did come back and Seth, they both fought off and put Braun through the table. Shield has more moments like that, but you know, I mean, individual success is obviously the Shield. Group
yeah.
success, you could pick straws and just come with a decision.
I don't know. I say
Um,
group. I think group successes. Oh, go ahead.
group success. The New Day has longevity. Yeah, they have more tag title wins, but the Shield has more. I think they have more world title wins because I think
I
Seth
mean,
is a.
they weren't together though. These
They
aren't
wasn't together,
No,
but
none of
but
these. None of the
but you
world
got to
titles
think.
while they were together.
But you got to think. Now, here's the thing. They said Evolution was successful because uh between was it Triple H,
I mean,
Randy Orton.
I would say at least Evolution has two world title wins under their belt.
Yeah,
Randy Orton and Triple H. Even though they
right.
kicked Randy Orton out, right, but he was still part of the
right.
Evolution when he
Yeah,
joined.
he got kicked. He got kicked out because of that. He got
You know
Real,
kicked
what
out
I'm
real
because
saying?
of
quick,
it.
But they
real quick.
still. Mhm.
Hollywood, how do you feel about all right, if they're saying New Day with their joint success, right?
Yeah.
So I mean they when I believe it was Kofi, he was WWE champion and Biggie and Xavier were tag champions because they were feuding with the club at that point. They were feuding with AJ and Dallas and Anderson. AJ was U.S.
You
champ
got you got
while they were Raw champ.
Xavier as king of the ring while he was with them too. But go ahead.
So you going with Shield or New Day? As in, I get what Vape is saying. As in them being
As
as
in a
a
team.
whole.
I mean, as a team accolades, yeah. You give it to the New Day, but I feel like if we take the totality of everybody involved in those factions, it's the Shield. You know what I mean? It's the Shield. Like
Because
they
I feel like the Shield
individually
was more
they all
successful.
done more. You know what I mean? That adds a little bit more prestige to the group as a whole. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion.
Now
But
I
I
see, I
see
see
why
what
I see why people
Successful
would choose the New Day
individually.
though. I see why though. I mean, I'm not. You know what I mean,
I
but
also see why because Seth won tag titles with Dean and he won tag titles with Jason Jordan and he
One
won
with
tag
Roman.
titles with Roman Reigns. It's like I get that. Or winning a random tag title with Jason Jordan just doesn't really add to the Shield's legacy as it to Seth Rollins' legacy. So I get that. I
And
mean,
then all of them got world titles while they were broken up. You know what I'm saying? Or I what with like the only singles title that they had when they were together was Dean having the US title, right?
Yeah,
yeah, and that was a bad reign. That was a
it was a
bad
bad
time.
reign. He only defended it twice. But I mean,
And I say, I mean, I don't know. I feel like you said, broken up. If we talk about the members and their success individually, yeah, Shield got it. Shield produced more world titles, more you know what I'm saying, mid card title reigns, and they have more acolytes between each other. You got Royal Rumble winners, you have
Right.
WrestleMania main eventers and stuff like that. But I'm just looking at it as New Day as together, they got these things. They have a main event with WrestleMania. They have 2 world title reigns. They have multiple tag team reigns. They
but
have hosted WrestleMania.
but all right. So
Serial.
I
On
wanna I wanna
serial.
I, I, I wanna stop you on that. So Roman for the last 6 years has been in the main event of WrestleMania,
You
right?
right.
And with exception, we not gonna count the pandemic year because that's almost pretty much erased from everybody's memory because we're like 2 years into the future. But every WrestleMania, every WrestleMania for the last 6 years, Roman has been in the main event. You also got to think about it. Seth Rollins has been in the main event of WrestleMania. Uh, I mean, if you wanna, only one who wasn't there was Dean. Now, Kofi, Kofi match with Brian Danielson, that I want to call him now, was excellent. It was a good match. That should have been the main event. But if the Vim man don't feel comfortable with you going on last, you're not gonna go on last. Even though Kofi match that night, that night at WrestleMania was one of the better matches. It wasn't stale. It was good from top to bottom. That should have been the main event. But
It's not about what and what not should be a main event. It's just
right,
about who is the bigger. The bigger match is going to be on last now. It's not about title matches
right,
being on
right,
last.
right. The
The
bigger
bigger match will be on at
was
last
that
now.
the
This is how it is.
yeah,
And what
yeah,
was
yeah.
what was the main event that night? I'm tripping.
I think Undertaker versus Roman.
Undertaker,
Oh
Roman Reigns.
shit. Hell no.
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah,
the real main event was Kofi and Danielson.
yeah,
But
yeah.
to answer that, I mean, well, I just want to get the Clash of the Castle, just the best match at Clash of the Castle. I mean, come on,
That
why?
was that was the that got a 10. That match got a 10 for me. That was a straight 10, man.
That was
That was the best match of the night, yo.
No,
The-
now
I-
it's officially a 5-star match.
that was a 5-star match, and I can't even look the Roman match. I can't even take away from the Roman match. The Roman match was good. The Roman match was good. But everybody knew Solo Sokoa. Everybody knew he was going to
No,
join
no, it's not it.
the
No,
bloodline.
yeah.
He wasn't. No,
You
no,
didn't
no,
know.
no. Listen.
You didn't
Listen,
know.
I didn't know. I'm just saying. What I'm saying is it was bound to happen. I mean, the younger
Right.
brother of
You
the
knew he get
Usos,
called up.
he knew he was getting called up. But the younger brother of the Usos, man, called up. It's the perfect place for him to be in. So now, here's the thing. What title is he's going to get?
Well, they
That's
want
the
him to
question.
probably win the U.S. maybe, but
I would
we'll see.
love to see a Bloodline versus Imperium.
Yeah.
Bloodline versus Imperium for the Intercontinental title.
So I think
The
they
Usos
go
helping their
after
brother
the
get that Intercontinental title.
I think they go after the U.S. title.
But this real quick to speak on Roman versus Drew Hollywood. I'll ask you this: if Drew won, then what?
Uh,
Who won? Then
If Drew won, then what? What payoff do we get?
you probably would get like
You
like
just not you just not listening, huh? I just asking Hollywood.
what I'm saying is what you would probably get
Well,
is
you didn't ask,
Drew
I
versus
didn't ask you. What the hell?
yo, no, you got the floor now. You
what I'm saying is Drew.
Who's the
You would get
Sandman?
you would get a bunch of matches, but you'll probably get like at least like 2-3 matches of Roman and Drew. You're going to get that, so it makes no sense. So
That's what I'm saying. What the payoff would be if Drew won?
you get a fighting champion every week. That's what you get. That's all you gonna get. You ain't gonna get no money matches. You gonna get a fighting champion every week.
So
I
listen,
mean,
babe, is getting a fighting champion worth anything nowadays? If Drew won, what would the payoff be if Drew won?
I mean, I think that getting a fighting champion, you get to see some wrestlers get an opportunity that they wouldn't probably have. You know what I mean? So that's nice, but you know, I don't think it would have moved the needle at this point in time had Drew become the champion. You know what I mean? The title got to stay around Roman for a while. I mean, I don't think Drew is the guy that's going to take it. I really believe it's either going to be Cody or Randy. When one of them two come back, they're taking the title. You know what I
it's
mean?
probably go ahead. Go ahead. It's probably gonna be Cody. Um,
Most likely, yeah.
he gonna hold on to it to at least the Rumble. The
My,
Rumble is just when he gonna drop it.
my
'Cause,
top three to beat Roman is number one Cody, number two Seth, and number three. And I don't know. Y'all might say it's a reach, but especially if we do get what I said we was gonna get, that we should get later. Gunther,
Gunther.
yeah, Gunther.
I,
Mm,
mm, I don't think he's ready.
You don't
no,
think
Um,
he's ready?
he's more
I mean,
getting ready.
I think this is going to build him up for. I think this is a couple months is going to build him up for it. But the answer to your question, like with the if Drew won, I feel like the only way that it would have benefit from Drew winning is if he was going for one of the titles and not both. I don't like this whole challenging for both titles. They're two titles. So challenge for one. Give USA their championship back and get back on the schedule of things as brand split. Unless we thinking about just merging the brands again. Like
I think they're gonna merge the brands together because they don't have enough wrestlers. So the brand split was only for because they had
What
too
do you
many
mean?
wrestlers,
What do
huh?
you mean? What do you mean? Did you not see him come back?
no,
Yeah,
hell no,
Wrestling
don't,
back every week. What are we talking
don't,
about?
no.
and
This is what I'm
eventually,
saying.
eventually, and eventually, he's gonna end up on Raw
Did
too.
you forget one of the best storylines with Braun? I'm not finished with you yet, so bring him back.
Right,
I'm not finished with you yet. You get
right.
Braun and Roman in a good match.
So now the thing is, the next event Roman probably is going to be at is probably Survivor Series. He's not going to be at
He has to
Extreme
be in
Rules.
Survivor Series.
So now Survivor Series, the question is, are you going to do the brand split, or are you just going to have a
Hold
regular?
on. Real quick. Survivor Series, is champions versus champion, right? So how do you do a
There's
champion
the how
champion
you
match?
did the champion as a champion exactly. So it's probably going to be a championship match at Survivor Series because at the end of the day, I think they're done with I think they're done with the brand
No
stuff
more, yeah,
because
no more drafts. I don't know.
they're
But
they're
hold on,
they're they're done with the brand.
with this coming Survivor Series is 10 years of the Shield. So are we getting Seth versus Roman?
That's what I'm saying. We should
You
get
probably will. You probably will.
versus
But when
Roman.
my question is, when does Theory finally cash in?
Theory will probably cash in. You might think I'm crazy, but I do want to. But see, they said Theory is already penciled in for WrestleMania with John Cena. The the best time for Theory is to cash in is Cody beats Roman and then he cashes in on Cody. That's the best time because now it sets up a match between Cody and Theory. That's only if they not going with the John Cena thing. Is it
You know what I think Theory should do, and then he should hold it the whole year until the next Money in the Bank, until the last day he could possibly hold it, and then they just do like a Money in the Bank match first. They get a new Money in the Bank winner, so you have two Money in the Bank briefcases, right? Theory has to cash in that night, and the first person can cash in whenever, but you could do some fuckery with that if you want to.
Like
right?
get him to win, cash in and win,
Right.
and it's like
Like
cash in on him
they
right
both
after
kind
he
of
wins.
cash in at the same time, and then some fuckery like that. You can do something like
Yeah.
that.
Or they can do a match to see who's like the undisputed Money in the Bank person or whatever.
No,
You do
it
all
don't
that.
have to be undisputed because Theory will be that'll be Theory's last night. They'll have it. He has to cash in that night, or it's over.
Right.
You have a whole year to cash in. Then
Mm.
that'll be the last day he can cash in. So he's just gonna be like trying to feverishly cash in, or he could sabotage the whole match and just get the other briefcase. Whatever the case may be, they could try and just
Right.
do something with him. But holding it a whole year, I think he should hold it a whole year at this point.
I
I want
think
to answer a question that Anthony Price put in. He said, "What is there a catch to Sami Zayn in the Bloodline?" I feel like yes, especially with the whole KO thing going in.
Yeah,
I think there's a big way of KO and Sami Zayn getting back together and being the ones to take the tag titles from the Usos.
yo, you snatched the words right out of my mouth. I think that's what's going to
that was
happen.
a pause.
Huh? What'd you say? What'd you say, Kim?
It said that was a pause.
We had a
I,
pause.
I think that's what's going to happen. They're going to kick him out. KO come back and they form a tag team. They not gonna take him off from like Extreme Rules or something like that. It's gonna be like Survivor
By the
Series or the
Rumble.
Rumble or something.
By the Rumble.
Yeah, they
KO
probably.
It-
I think Survivor Series. If we don't get a Seth versus Roman, I think we'll get a full bloodline, like 5-on-5, like with the Usos, Roman, Solo, and
Well,
Zayn.
damn, who's gonna face the Usos? They got both titles too.
That's what, no,
that's what
that's
I'm saying.
yeah.
What I'm
You're right.
saying is
I think it's gonna be a classic 5-on-5.
five
I think it's gonna
classic
be
5-on-5. It's not. It's gonna be. You know how Survivor Series was when titles on the line and stuff like that. It's probably gonna be like a classic Survivor Series. It's
yeah.
like because the last classic Survivor Series they had was 2009 with John Cena, something like that. That was the last time they had. There was no brand split, so it was like everybody was on each show, and I think that's because like it's not Triple H's. It was never Triple H's idea to do the brand. It's the Vin Man thing. So I think you're going to see more of the titles being merged together. You're probably going to see Bianca Belair and maybe Charlotte. It might be one of them two that merge the title together, and one of them two going to be the Ultimate Undisputed
Merging the
Women's
titles
Champion.
together for whatever reason.
Because it's no need to have two titles if you're not doing a brand split.
It is. Real quick though, I'll ask Hollywood this. Hollywood, what's your favorite match of All Out? Your least favorite match of All Out? I know one of the matches is on there twice, but don't worry about it.
That shit was lackluster.
Favorite
Uh,
match of All Out? Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
the Punk match, the Punk match was it was like real dry. He
I
injured
didn't
himself.
ask you. What the fuck?
Look, man.
Hollywood, what's your favorite match and least favorite match of All Out?
Well, you didn't let me
It's your
finish.
turn. Kind turn.
You didn't let me finish.
I
I
didn't
said,
ask you in the first place who starts. You gotta start to finish.
"Oh, okay, Cameron."
Hollywood, what's your least and favorite match of All Out?
All right, so my my favorite match of Shit, what was my favorite match? Did I even have a favorite match with this show?
That's fair if you didn't.
I mean, did I have one?
I barely had one myself. Well, I
I
did. I had
think
two. I had two good
my
matches.
favorite match probably was the 0 hour John at Eddie Kingston John. You know what I mean?
Eddie Kingston, Ishii.
Yeah, that John. And my least favorite, uh, I ain't gonna lie, Starks versus Powerhouse Hobbs was mid. You know what I mean, I thought that John was
Yeah,
gonna be
it
better.
was pretty bad. So
You know what I mean, I thought
Solo take Gunther's belt. I don't know about that one. That's. I think Gunther's gonna put some prestige on the IC title. That's just
I
me.
mean, why don't we want to see Gunther versus Bobby Lashley? Why are we trying to take the title off him already?
That because that's gonna happen in Survivor Series, and it's gonna be a banger. It's gonna be big meaty men
Oh,
slapping big chest. Paul.
pause.
Hey, hey, Big E said
You're
it's fine.
definitely, you're still on this brand crap.
Oh my God! I know you hate the brand split. We'll get to you in a minute, but
Cause look, Survivor
real
Series.
quick,
You know
real
what I
quick,
call it?
real quick, real quick, real quick. Mr. Vape, your least favorite match, your favorite match of all.
My least
And
favorite match.
I didn't like Starks getting
My
squashed.
least favorite match was every match on that card. But if I had to pick a favorite match,
Jesus.
and then I would probably pick fucking the Acclaim versus and Swerve for Our Glory, because that's the
Yeah,
only one that
they're
kind of
saying
picked
match
up
of
the
the night for that.
momentum, huh?
They're saying match of the night for that one.
Yeah,
Man, that was a good John too. I
yeah.
mean, one of
Everything
the
else,
few
every,
good ones.
Yeah, the crowd turned on Swerving Your Glory, and they should just audible and put the belts on an Acclaim, which they're probably gonna do at Grand Prix. So
Is that another pay per view or that's a dynamite show?
the TV event.
Wow.
So they're probably
Yeah.
gonna put it on there. For me, the least favorite match probably was it most of them weren't great. I mean, I guess Jungle Boy and Christian, that wasn't really a match, so
Right.
I guess that
Well, yeah.
I feel
my
like
Man,
favorite
without the MJF shit, the whole thing would have been a failure of
yeah,
a fucking
my
pay-per-view. It
favorite
would've
match is
been-
probably Brian and Lionheart.
It's
Chris
up
Jericho.
there with December to Dismember with me. Yeah, I'm going that far.
September
It's
to
like,
December. Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
it's up
I
there
mean,
with December to
it was the
December.
hostage situation.
so my favorite match on there was Punk and Jericho. Oh, no, not Punk and Jericho. Danielson and Jericho. That was good technical wrestling. And then my least favorite match was CM Punk and Dean Ambrose, because no one knows what was going on. And then at the end of the day, I just think MJF saved the whole show. Okay,
Yeah,
he
and why
saved
is
the whole
Punk
show.
getting injured every time he win a damn title? Like,
Because
Right,
he's
because
old.
he's old. Philip is old.
question,
Okay.
should he be out of there? Should AEW get CM Punk about it? CM Punk.
It looks like that's what's going to happen,
I
because
will
I don't
ask
think.
you. I will ask you this then. Give me top five. Who are AEW top five AEW stars? We know the pillars aren't a thing anymore. That whole pillar shit, that shit is done.
Top 5
So
AEW stars.
right,
I'm gonna have to say
who's the top
Jericho,
five biggest draws?
Jericho, MJF, Darby Allen.
Darby Allen.
I mean,
Okay.
shit. He's something that can at least bring future to it. I mean, if I'll put stock in Darby Allen. You know what I'm saying? Wardlow,
One of my little healthy treats.
and Miro.
It's pork chops in there if y'all
I
want.
Miro.
These are, but it's hard for me to name who the top, because AEW doesn't only utilize a couple of people to me. Like
It's
they
still
have
crazy.
so many people, but only use like I would say 10% of them really, like consecutively. They have so many other talents that they can use consecutively, but they don't. So yeah, those are my
Yeah,
five
we
right
knew Punk was gonna win. No brainer.
there. Yeah, those are my five right there. Oh yeah, and Dean.
Uh,
I forgot. I'm sorry to not say Dean. I mean, yeah,
Mo-
John Moxley. Yeah, John
Moxley,
Moxley.
Adam Cole, Brian Danielson, Kenny Omega, Young Bucks. But
Omega's too hurt.
I'm gonna
you
go
got
with
top five draws in AEW.
I'm gonna go with the Young Bucks, Jericho, MJ. I'm sorry. Let me.
It's unfucking voidable with you. It's unfucking voidable with you. Just change your name to Hollywood Sensei. Just and don't forget the underscore. It's unfucking voidable with you. Go ahead.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
I got the Young Bucks, MJF, Jericho, Brian Danielson, and Kenny Omega. Okay, there you go.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Shout out GGC Mafia. But Hollywood
Next,
are
You just
top
you
five
just gonna have to
draws.
accept it.
You talking top five draws in the company?
yeah.
AEW. All right, I'll go Kenny, the Bucks, obviously Jade Cargill. You know what I mean? MJF and Mox.
Oh yeah, Jay. I count Jade too.
That answer listen,
Oh, Acclaim. I'm
Ro-
tripping. Why didn't I bring up Acclaim?
well the
Acclaim is
acclaim
the
is
biggest
the new
draws.
draw. So they I don't know what the fucking Raquel Gonzalez. I mean Maga Gonzalez, so I don't know. Braun's there, so I guess she's gonna be protected. I don't know. So, Trips just trying to get all his babies back. He gonna get Alistair Black back sooner or later.
Getting my Alex back. I don't know. Another person I want him to bring back. He need to bring back. We need to bring back Wyatt because I think he'll do great with Wyatt. Um, there's a lot of
I'm
people in AEW that I feel
I'm
All right,
would.
so
sitting here looking
if
at
Wyatt comes back, do you automatically push him to the top of the card?
Correct.
Does he come back
Nope.
as a fiend?
yes,
Correct. Yes.
Does he come back as a
yes.
fiend?
We automatically push him up to the top as the
The
Fiend.
the
And
fiend
do
is
the
the
Fiend right.
worst pushed character in all of
Stop,
WWE history.
stop, 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 stop. He
Yeah,
is
y'all was
The
jacking
worst pushed
fire
character is Great Khali.
What happened?
Yeah, y'all was fucking with that Funhouse shit.
The
Yeah,
Funhouse
I
was the
fucked
best
with it.
match he had.
yeah,
I
What?
fucked with it. Yeah. I just
But
think
yeah.
they
if you
just
look at
gave him
the
terrible
Fiend's
matches. They
debut,
gave him
That's like
terrible matches.
it was good till they put Alexa Bliss on that shit. Then it was just like, all right.
Yeah.
right?
I wouldn't
Truthfully,
say
I
that. I would say it was going downhill before that because they were nothing but booking him in terrible match. Like they weren't booking him in terrible
Right.
matches, but they were played out. The story in the matches were terrible.
I
Just look
think
at it. Just look at it. He debuts SummerSlam, squishes Finn Balor. Whatever. Cool interest. That's all people talking about. Then
Cool.
further down the line, the worst Hell in a Cell match of all time with Seth
Of
Rollins.
all time. He gets
And
squashed by
not only that,
Goldberg. He gets squashed
then
by Oldberg.
he gets squashed by
that's
Goldberg.
just over.
Oldberg.
Then he gets squashed by Randy Orton at WrestleMania because of some hex Alexa Bliss put us on him, which was fucking awesome. I mean, special effects wise, but I didn't understand it. And then you're fired. It's like what the fuck?
Well, technically, he was supposed to win that match against Randy Orton,
Who
but
gives a fuck? Did he win?
no, he was
All
supposed
right.
to win.
And then you got that
And
match
then
with him and
not to
him
mention
and
he
Braun.
won the belt in fucking blood money. So
And
he
that
won his
match
blood
with
money
Braun.
5. So I mean, whatever.
And then loses to Oldberg.
We
Odie, Odie for Oldberg to drop the title. What was supposed to be to Roman, but to Braun. I mean,
And
that
then
was the
fights Braun in the worst fucking theme match, cinematic
right.
match I ever seen. Like,
He fights. That was the WrestleMania. That was the pandemic WrestleMania.
Pandemic Mania.
When is
No.
the last time you
that
actually
was like
seen-
Backlash, right? That was like Extreme Rules or something.
That was
When he fought
Pandemic
Braun
Mania.
Strowman.
Pandemic
He
Mania.
Pandemic Mania. What you saying, Hollywood?
Mania? No, I was saying, when was the last time you actually seen Goldberg have a good match?
Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar. WrestleMania.
No, probably. Oh,
Shit.
yeah, probably Brock Lesnar.
WrestleMania.
Probably Brock Lesnar. Because
Yeah,
That's
I
all
mean,
it was.
I
because
guess I'll accept that one. I'll accept.
I was gonna say who with what's his name? Fuck his name is either way, none of his matches has been good in the last 15
But-
years. So
I'll,
mean-
all throughout his career, what match
I'll-
can go more
I'll
than
go
5
back to
minutes?
some. I'll go back to something old school for y'all real quick. Who is the Undertaker's greatest rival? Is it Kane, Mankind, or Triple H,
Kane, Mankind.
or Shawn Michaels? I'll ask Shawn Michaels also because we all know.
I'm gonna have to say Triple H because that's the only one he went 3 WrestleManias with. Only person
I'm
he
a-
went 3 WrestleManias with.
I'm gonna say Mankind because they had like the Hell in a Cell at the King of the Ring. That was by far the best Hell in a Cell I ever seen. Uh, they had buried alive
Boiler room.
matches.
They had boiler
Uh,
room.
the boiler room brawl. All that was with the Undertaker, and the Undertaker had I think like two buried alive matches with Mankind, and I think he lost both of them, if I'm not
Buried alive
mistaken.
match? No, I don't think I don't ever remember a
No, he
mankind
won
versus
the
He
he
Undertaker.
won the one and buried. I think he buried Paul Bearer instead, or something along those lines.
he had one. He had one with Mankind. It was
I
at
understand that, and he buried Paul Bearer
Or was
instead.
it a casket match?
It could have been. Yeah, he
uh
had casting matches with him.
I think they had a casket match. I know they had a Hell in a Cell match, casket match.
I don't
They
remember.
had a buried alive match
I don't
because they
remember a
had a.
buried alive match. When was
It's that it's in your house. It's called buried alive
Yeah,
in your
I was
house.
in your house. Is he just get erect when he speak in your house, in your house and day of the dog and some bullshit like that. He just loves in your house for whatever fucking
No,
reason.
I'm just telling you. That's the
I'm
if you
about to
look
say
it
the
up.
last in your house was rock bottom. I can say I seen a
Jesus.
buried alive match.
Oh, real quick
The,
before we go to in your house rant, Hollywood, Undertaker's greatest rival.
All
I'm
right,
I'm
so
surprised it's going over Kane like this. Like,
when we asked this question last week, I did say Shawn Michaels, but
do you want to retort your question, your
but
answer? Actually,
I mean, I went back. I'm like, you know what? Let me go back and look at Undertaker's rivals, and it very well may be Kane. You know what I mean?
I
Like
nah,
just
I
they
say it's the
he
all
had,
most story driven. That's the most story driven one. But people, you got like you said, you went back. Now I don't know what you saw because Kane was getting squashed most of them damn matches they had back.
nah, not.
Like
I think their best match was the first one. That was the
right,
best one.
the best
That
one.
was at WrestleMania where it took three tombstones to put them down. Took
Yeah,
three.
and guess what?
It,
Like and they like built that up for like a year because Undertaker wouldn't even try to fight
he
this man. And then
came at
after that,
Bad Blood. The first
right? Then
Hell in
after
a
that,
Cell
Undertaker
match.
was just beating that man ass every time they had a
Remember
run in.
remember after Bad Blood after Bad Blood he disappeared for a bit. Then he showed up again at the Royal Rumble to take on Shawn Michaels. That's when Shawn Michaels injured his back. They set the casket on fire at the Rumble, and then he disappeared for 2 more months. And then he came back like maybe like a week and a half, 2 weeks before WrestleMania to challenge Kane to WrestleMania. And that was a good match because it took three tombstones to put him down. Three.
Right.
And any other match after that was mediocre. Like
I know I asked Hollywood and Tron Reigns this, but I'll ask Mr. Vate this. John Cena's greatest rival, Batista, Randy Orton, The Rock, CM Punk, or Edge.
Randy
Also,
Orton all day. Randy Orton all day. And I don't know why.
well, when you asked me that question, Randy Orton wasn't in there.
Oh,
So I chose Edge.
why wouldn't Randy Orton beat? You know,
Because you said it would have been too
oh, yeah,
easy.
you're right. It would have been too easy. So
I mean,
I'll
yeah,
add
that's
Randy
what I'm saying.
Orton.
That's too easy. Randy Orton all day. Randy
Over
Orton
Edge.
over Edge, yes. Over Edge. I could say
I don't
Randy
know,
Orton
that Edge rivalry was crazy.
Yeah.
Randy Orton and John Cena Edge rivalry, I'd say only went to expand for like a year, maybe. I would say him and Randy Orton went for years, and they years to the point that people was tired of seeing them go against each other. So
Seth Rollins, the better leader of Judgment Day? Nah, because he couldn't even handle the original faction he had with Authors of Pain.
Right.
Seth
Yeah.
handle a faction, unfortunately.
Yeah.
so yeah, I gotta say, but if you do take Randy Orton out of that, and you said it's what? It's who again?
Edge.
Take Randy out of that, it will be The Rock, CM Punk, Edge, and
Edge.
Yeah, it's
well,
Edge.
I
Yeah,
guess
if you take Randy Orton out of that, then
Batista.
It's
if you
Edge.
take Randy Orton out of that, it's Edge.
Okay.
I would say
Because
Batista's greatest rivalry was The Undertaker, hands down.
Ooh, Batista?
In Batista's career, yeah.
Not Triple H? Not
No.
it will probably be
It started it up. It started up. It was the beginning of his stardom, but
him and Triple H had what 3 matches?
two.
Not including
They
the
had like
one that just passed.
they had
2.
like two.
So
Yeah.
him
Oh
and
yeah,
Undertaker had it.
you're right. Yeah, they did. They had a WrestleMania one time. They
Yeah,
had that
and it was
WrestleMania.
like at a random event. I think it might have been Backlash or something.
They had
Uh,
WrestleMania 21. They had I
Backlash.
think it was Judgment Day, or was it Backlash? They had.
It might have been one of them two.
It
I
was
think
like
it was only two
Judgment
matches.
Day or Backlash at the Hell in a Cell, and
Yeah,
then years and years upon years later, they
it,
had their WrestleMania
15,
match.
20 years later. I don't really
It wasn't
count that because
necessarily.
they were both past their prime at that time. So
So I would say Batista. Who do y'all say Triple H's best ever rivalry?
Shawn Michaels by a mile.
Shawn Michaels.
uh,
I'll put
By
the
a
Rock's
mile.
rivalry over him.
uh,
Michael's
HBK.
rivalry.
who rivalry?
I said the Triple H's greatest rivalry.
Who was his
I would
greatest
put the
rival?
Rock over Shawn Michaels rivalry. The
Who
Rock
would you
rivalry.
put? Is the Rock?
The Rock
They
over Shawn Michaels at least.
they had they had they
We
had
gotta stop
too many
doing
good
this.
matches.
We gotta stop
Every
doing this.
match.
You say you got to stop what?
We gotta stop doing this. I know
Why
Triple H
would
had
he?
I know Triple H had a 3-stage of hell match with a certain person not named The Rock, but I don't know what I said.
If you're talking about Austin, it would be the
wasn't
Rock.
with Shawn
Because
Michaels.
it wasn't. They had like
What? Triple H
why
didn't have
would
a
it?
3 stages. No. You said Triple H didn't have a 3 stages of hell match with Shawn Michaels. That's what you're saying.
I didn't say that. That's
Oh,
not what I said. I said the Rock because they had more money making matches. Why would it be Shawn
yeah.
Michaels?
They have more money making matches on the mid card. Look at what you're saying.
They had
No.
That was
a
a
great
mid
run
card
in
They
mid
rivalry.
had
card.
one match. They had two matches on mid card.
They had a great 98 rivalry.
Right.
Great 99 rivalry when they were
Right.
actually leaving mid card and trying to become and be
that's
on
when
some main
Triple H
event.
was in purple fucking spandex.
No.
No, when he was
I could name a rivalry.
the 99 rivalry is when Triple H was in corporation.
Yeah,
The
that's right.
rivalry.
And he
No.
blackface the nation.
That ladder match was
Was DX
that
the
yeah,
faction
the
war days.
nation.
Those were the
Yeah.
faction war days.
Yeah. The fully loaded strap match is what got them into is what got Triple H into the main event because Jesse the Ventura he screwed up the finish. Triple H was supposed to win and Mankind won. Mankind wasn't supposed to win. That's why Mankind lost the following night on Raw.
Why are you reaching like what's up, Asian? Why are you
And, sorry,
fuck.
but the Rock.
If you could say 2001, when you're talking about 2001 WWE title picture and who ran that picture, it was the rivalry between The Rock and Triple H.
Yeah, and then
Triple H took his break and had his Mick Foley rivalry for a little bit, but it was The Rock and Triple H all day between.
They had the better matches. Every match they had was a good match. It wasn't.
You don't think
so? The Iron match was good. The Iron match that they had was good. The Iron match they had was good.
You had the Backlash match.
The Backlash match.
You had the Iron Man match. Yeah,
and they had a match. They had a match at the King of the Ring. They had a match at the King of the Ring with Vince.
Not buying what you're selling.
The Vince awkwardly puts the title on the line, and The Rock wound up winning because it was Kane, Undertaker, and The Rock wound up pinning Vince McMahon. That's how Rock got the title back because he lost it at Judgment. He won it at Backlash, lost it at Judgment Day, got it back at the King of the Ring.
I'm not buying what you're selling.
Look up the rivalry. Look up the rivalry. The rivalry speaks for itself.
We even had a segment years and years later of how Triple H and Rock never really had a official one-on-one at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
right.
Which I wish we got before. I wish we had.
Well, hey, Triple H got a pacemaker now.
Man, I'm still taking HBK.
Right, come on, man. You gotta break that up.
Why y'all taking Shawn Michaels? What? I mean, why y'all taking Shawn Michaels?
They beef for they beef hard for a summer
a year.
of 2003, and then
it's like a year.
A whole bunch of Triple H, a whole bunch of HBK. Like, oh, I gotta beat him. I gotta get up.
It was a year.
I'm not saying the storyline was great, but the matches was. Listen, they had the street fight. They had the 3 stages of hell match. They had a shitload of matches.
Match, I would give them that.
You mean the Bad Blood, John? The SummerSlam 03 match?
They had blood.
Would y'all put that stage of hell over the last man standing match they had at Royal Rumble?
With Shawn Michaels, Triple H, last man standing?
Yeah. The last man standing beats the hell out that 3 stages of hell shit.
Yeah, it's debatable.
I feel like that. Well, that's me. Triple H is my favorite wrestler of all time, and I put that in his top 5 matches. That him versus HBK, Royal Rumble 2003, or was it 4? 2003. It was 2003, right? Or was it 4? It was 2004, right? Him
The
versus
last
Triple H.
standing match, right?
Yeah,
Triple H
Yeah,
last man standing match.
it was the
Yeah,
Rumble. It was
yeah.
04.
no, it was like
That's
when
right.
did Benoit win? That was 05. No,
Nah, Benoit won 04. He won.
It won with
04. Yeah, 04.
He won the 04.
Randy Orton, because he had the title up into the summer.
To SummerSlam, right? He lost
Yeah,
at SummerSlam, or
yeah, he lost at SummerSlam.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he lost at SummerSlam. Batista won the following year.
yeah.
Batista won at 05. Yeah.
That's 3 stages of hell, John, was crazy. You know, man.
I'm
That
not
John
saying
was,
it wasn't a good
that
match.
John was
I'm just saying the Rock
It
and
was
Triple H
03 Rumble.
rivalry was better. I mean,
If we really
I
get
don't
to
know what you want me to say.
03, it was
Hell,
03 Rumble
Liv
that
Morgan versus
Benoit won.
Ronda
It was
Rousey.
03. It was
Nasty.
03.
I think
Brock
this is what
Lesnar
officially is going to turn her heel.
yeah,
Brock
So
Lesnar was 2002, right?
feud
So
and
Benoit
he
just
came in 2002. Yeah.
so Benoit was 3. 04 was technically Batista.
Yeah.
No, Benoit was 04. Batista was 05 because they fought.
Talking about Rumble winners, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Benoit was 04.
Then who was 03?
03 was who the hell was it? It was Austin was 01.
Oh, okay.
Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar was 02.
Brock was 03. No, Brock was 03 because Triple H was 02. What?
Yeah, Triple H was 02. Brock was 03.
3. Benoit was 04.
Was
Batista
04.
2005.
Yeah, and Ray was 06.
And Stone
Yes.
Cold was 01. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay.
Cause and then the Rock was
2000.
2000.
2000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, so I'm not saying the matches was bad. I'm just saying the rivalry was better. It was just the
We
Rock
understand.
and Triple.
We understand. We understand. But
Oh,
we went
yeah.
over the AEW job. Well, I don't know what. Well, AEW had a fair show. That Wednesday, Death Triangle won the trios title, and we all know. Well, Brian is probably gonna win the championship in this tournament. He got his win back over Hangman Page. He's probably gonna get his win back against Jericho, and it's probably gonna be Moxley versus Brian. And Brian has to get his win back because Moxley beat him at I believe Full Gear that
So
last year. So I'm pretty sure Brian's gonna win the championship.
so my question is, and don't come at me because I'm not too sure about this. So what is the whole casino battle royal or whatever that they had at All Out?
It's money in the bank. That's all it is.
Oh, MJF was a Joker or something like what is
Yeah,
that?
you win if you get the coin. It's basically money in the bank. That's all it is.
right.
So so MJF wins that.
Yeah, he's probably gonna get the title off Brian. I don't know what Punk's gonna do. I don't even know if Punk's gonna come back.
Punk gonna be in NXT.
I heard he's gonna be out for 6 to 8
Punk's gonna be
months.
in NXT.
Oh yeah,
NXT.
speaking of NXT, I want to say that all my picks for Worlds Collide, all right. I'm just gonna tell you.
The only match I want and care about, the only match I watch and care about was Ricochet and Carmelo Hayes.
And who won that?
Well, Carmelo Hayes, right? Because Carmelo doesn't miss.
Facts.
See, that's the event I didn't watch.
Won the tag titles, except for Pretty Deadly, which they unified the two titles over there.
So they get rid of all the European titles, pretty much.
Yeah, they're shutting down, and they got rid of NXT UK, not as NXT.
Yeah,
It's gonna be NXT Europe most likely.
Yeah, it's gonna be NXT Europe.
But I will ask this, Mr. Vape, your favorite WWE belt design?
Favorite WWE belt design. If I go for world titles, I want them to throw that fucking blue piece of shit in the trash, and I want them to bring back the big gold belt, please.
Yes, sir.
Bring this belt back. You feel me? Bring this bitch back. You feel me? Bring this baby back. You know what I'm saying? Bring back.
I'm not a fan of that hunk of trash, but
Bring this belt back.
what
It's a new redesign WWE title. If I talk about WWE title, then I'm gonna go with the bald eagle belt. I gotta go with the bald.
Oh yeah, the bald eagle belt, the one with Shawn Michaels.
Title. The greatest belt of all
Um,
time.
Yes.
if we bring back, I'm not gonna lie, man. I might say go. It's gonna be a lot of ruthless regression / attitude era type of belts. I would pick like Raw versus SmackDown tag team championships. Bring it back to the ruthless aggression era where the world tag team titles look like they used to, and then have that blue type of tint to it for the SmackDown. Intercontinental. I like the globe one. I like the globe one, and I mean I like
You
the
like that?
design
You
that
mean the
they
one?
have now for both
You mean
mid
the one?
card titles.
Owen Hart had that
No,
Intercontinental
I'm
title.
talking about the one that was Attitude Era. I'm talking about one that had the one that Randy had, RVD had,
Oh, okay,
Bulldog
got you.
had,
Got
Ken Shamrock, all them they had. The Rock had.
Oh, you talking about the like the like almost like the flat John and the kind of
Yeah,
try like the
yeah.
smaller
I don't mind the new
frame.
design. Yeah. I think this is the best U.S. title design ever. I've always hated the U.S. title and how it looks.
Um, I think
Um,
I think the little spinner John that John Cena had, I think that was all right
Don't say stop.
for what it was. For
That
what
was
it
the
was.
ugliest. That was the ugliest belt I ever
For,
seen.
for
Spinner
any
U.S.
belt that
titles,
spent
nasty.
trash with me. I hated any belt that
now
spent.
the worst I think the worst belt was that spinner title, the WWE John. I like the United States one. I didn't like the WWE one. And even
Obviously, you never saw the fucking what was that belt?
You talking about the 80s belt?
Not the '80s belt. The
Or
because
2013 championship WWE title belt?
I didn't like the well, I don't like the title now, but that's neither here nor there. We just put a big
Hey,
U.
that's the one they introduced like a couple of years ago with The Rock. I think that's the same
No,
one.
Yeah,
the Rock's one was a little smaller. The one that he introduced was a little smaller. The one that we got now was when they decided to merge the belt and it became the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh yeah. When
You know
they
what I'm saying? I
but
don't mind that for the women's title. Women's titles look great to me. The tag titles I would change back to the old type of ones like they
yeah,
had.
no, the penny belts,
Throw the 24-hour championship in the fucking trash.
24 hour,
Yeah, 24 fucking hour
and
whatever.
bring back the hardcore title.
real
Bring back the
real quick,
hardcore title.
real quick.
Bring back the hardcore title.
Hollywood
Bring back
favorite
the
favorite
bring
title,
back the
least
light heavyweight title too. I'm sorry, that's it.
the cruiserweight one.
No, the light heavyweight, not
Oh,
the
well,
cruiserweight. The light
Takamichi
heavyweight.
title.
The Demalenko title. That was I said Demalenko put more prestige on that title than anybody else did.
No, we're not gonna disrespect Takamichi like this.
Right. Oh, so what was the question?
Your favorite title design and your least favorite title design.
My favorite title design always gonna be the white Intercontinental Championship, John.
Yes, sir.
That's, I
Thank
mean,
you, Cody Rhodes, for bringing that back, even though he wasn't supposed
that's
to.
the best IC championship. My least favorite is the current WWE Championship and Universal John. Them Johns is, I mean, they just ass. It's just big W's with some diamonds around it. Them Johns is cheeks, like real
Oh,
lazy
least
design.
You
favorite,
pick
got
those
you.
titles over the ECW title, the WWE ECW title.
The WWE ECW Championship is horrible.
Yeah, that John was definitely cheeks. I forgot. I put that joint out my memory. I mean,
He said I put that out my memory. And that look like a hubcap or something. They're like it going to the side of your car.
ECW, that was the perfect time to bring back the hardcore title for that brand because they only had one fucking title in that brand. They treated that brand like shit. That's crazy.
Man,
but I do need to
he,
say the 24/7 championship. I don't want that shit to go nowhere. You know what I mean?
the
That
Vin man had no respect for that
Great.
company. Yo.
long as our truth is around, you know what I mean, keep that shit going. You know what I mean?
Hold on,
Give him the hardcore title, bro. And
another
then have
question
him
is,
do Crash
what do
Holly
you,
shit. Like
where do y'all rank the European title? Top 5?
Mm.
mid part is the mid part. I say
No,
bring it back.
this design wise.
Top
Okay,
five.
You're
Top
right.
five.
Top five. I would say top five. I bring that
European, yeah,
back every
that was a clean ass belt. You know what I mean?
I mean, the Bulldog was the first European champion, so I mean, he's the first one.
Did
And then he
y'all
lost it. And then
did
he
y'all
lost it to Shawn Michaels at one night stand. No,
Did
one night
y'all like
only. I'm
the
sorry.
and then bro just passed it down to Triple H.
Yeah.
did y'all like the teal Intercontinental Championship? Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
Nah,
It was all right. It's all right. It's nothing better than the white one. The white one is the cleanest one you could ever get.
I think
Uh,
I like the black one more than the white one. The one Stone Cold and The Rock had.
now, one more thing. This is all subject. That's another good rivalry. Austin versus The Rock. That was a great rivalry. Good rivalry. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I
that
mean,
was that.
if we ask about who's the Stone Cold's greatest rivalry, we would have.
It would
I
be
would
the.
say The
It
Rock.
would be.
It would be The Rock.
It's between Bret Hart and The Rock.
Correct. You took the words out of my mouth. You took the words out of my mouth.
Maximum Male Models was Vince's last hurrah before he left.
That's a bad thing, right?
But we all know the greatest WWE championship of all time, the Winged Eagle title.
Oh yes, the one
Hogan,
Shawn Michaels had.
Hulk
You
Hogan
damn
had, Shawn Michaels,
Bret
Austin,
Hart.
Bret.
Whoa, no, that's not the title I'm talking about. Fuck that title. No.
You on the big? You like the Big Eagle title?
The
Oh, the
big
one Austin had.
round, the
No, the Rock
Austin
had.
Triple
That's
H,
the Rock's belt.
Stone
No, that
Cold.
big Eagle title. No, that's Austin. Austin was the first one to have it.
That's the Rock's belt. We all
Which
know
one?
the
Yeah,
Big
I
Eagle
ain't gonna
title.
lie. That's
The second one, right? With like the dark blue strap, right? You talking about the second one, right?
The Big
At
Eagle title. What the fuck?
the big Eagle one.
yeah,
Austin was the
right though. There was two. It was one that had the blue strap and there was one that had the black strap.
yeah.
I account that for the Rock's title, pretty much.
No, Austin got it the next night on Raw. Remember he
I don't
snatched.
care when Austin had is the Rock's title.
I say that's
Why would it be the Rock's title?
I said that's Triple H's title.
Now the best custom made belt was the Smoking Skull belt. No, that was the best custom made
My
belt.
God, I hated all custom titles. Smoking Skull, Brahma Bull, Rated R belt. I hated all that shit.
No. Nothing is better than the Smoking Skull belt. He said
Yeah, I ain't
you
gonna
got
lie. If you do choose what's the best custom belt, it was the Smoking Skull. It was the Smoking Skull.
remember he fought so hard to try to get that belt back. He wins the title and told Vince he got 2 hours to go get his belt.
Yeah,
That jail was funny.
Remember, don't forget Jeff Hardy's belt in TNA.
that was doo doo. That was a bomb.
That was booty cheeks. Okay, that was like dumpster juice. Booty butt cheeks.
Oh, that was terrible. All
That
right,
belt was
when we talk about Triple H, what would y'all say is the best Triple H title reign? Which was the best Triple H title reign?
Reign of Terror.
the first
Reign
one.
of Terror?
Reign of Terror. Obviously.
I have to
The
say
first one.
the McMahon Hemsley, bro. Nah,
The
first one. Remember the first one he lost to
Vince, and he
So
got
I
it
would
back
say-
at Unforgiven.
Yeah, I would say the second time then. The second
I think the first one because he had more. The first one, and the reason why I say the first one is because he had more rivalries than the second one, than the Reign of Terror one. It was the first one.
When I mean the second one is what I'm thinking you're talking. His second reign, that was his second reign when he won it back in Unforgiven, and then he had
That's
all
the second
rights.
reign.
That's the second reign.
Yeah, the second reign. The first two.
He had McMahon Hemsley era and everything.
Yeah, the first two reigns were the better reigns because he fought Austin at No Mercy. Remember Austin? No, Rock cost Austin the title because he accidentally hits Austin in the stomach with the sledgehammer, and then he loses it at the following pay per view, which is Survivor Series, because Austin he had to leave because he's starting to have neck problems.
Fuck. Get rid of that spinner.
No one liked the hemp or spinner titles. Like
No.
what? No.
I mean, it was alright. I mean,
I wanted John Cena to lose just so somebody can have the sense to throw that belt in the trash.
now. Well, obviously. So now my next question is does the Roman count as the WWE champion and the Universal champion, or is this still? So do he still go down as WWE champion, or do he just goes down as the first ever undisputed Universal champion? That's what I don't understand.
He's the undisputed Universal champion.
So he don't get no acknowledgement of holding the WWE title.
No.
I don't think so because if we're talking, they keep putting the acolytes of his reigns and how long he's had the reign and everything, but that reign goes to the Universal title,
right?
So I would say, yeah, he's mostly the undisputed Universal champion. He just that WWE title. I feel like he gives two shits about the WWE title. He like it's just there. That was just a trophy. That's a trophy to me.
That's a trophy saying I beat you, bro.
Like if they do choose to split the titles again, he's gonna lose that title before he lose Universal.
Yeah.
But let me ask this real quick. Halio Sensei, what's one thing? Well, Triple H has been hit on all cues so far. I'll say for the
Not
most
for the
part.
Roman shit. Set up Roman. We could have lived without Roman. Go
I'm
ahead.
just saying, bringing people back and just like getting Raw watchable, Raw getting the highest numbers it's had. USA Network is very happy about that. So with Braun being back, I'll ask this: who's the next person you want back, and what's the next match you're looking for Roman?
Next person I want back. I mean, I already said it. Nia Jax, bring her back. No, but
Whoa, what the
That's
Bray
the match.
Wyatt, bring Bray back. And the next person I want to see go against Roman is, I mean, Cody not coming back soon. You know what I mean, so it gotta be Seth freaking Rollins. You know what I mean?
I'll ask this then: you want Bray Wyatt back, but what will you do with Bray Wyatt? You bring back Bray Wyatt. What's the first thing you want him to do?
I bring back Bray Wyatt. You know what I mean?
We already got Roman versus Riot, which is probably not gonna happen. But
Put him against Judgment Day.
ooh,
Yeah, that would be a good. You know what I mean?
Bray Wyatt haunting Judgment Day.
or Bray Wyatt leading Judgment Day.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
that
Ed,
would
Ed,
think that would
that
work.
listen,
could
I
work.
don't think that would
Ed,
work.
Edge didn't want to do the spooky shit. Bray Wyatt do the spooky shit. The fuck. But I think it'll mess up the whole dynamic they had with Dominic and all that other stuff. But okay, so you bring Bray Wyatt back. What's the first thing you have to do? Just face Judgment Day, or just like what?
I'll say he haunts Judgment Day. I feel like I put it like that. Like we bring him back, like he's haunting Dominic, and no one believes that. No one believes Dominic that it's him. You know what I'm saying? Until one day he actually premieres and he wipes them all out on the floor. And then that's why I feel like he'll haunt them for a couple of weeks until like someone like Damian Priest or
Rhea
or Finn
Ripley.
Balor and stuff like challenges him. I mean, I see like a good Raw doing it just like how Stone Cold did when he pulled up and he took out all the DX one by one and stuff like that. I do see at one Raw Bray Wyatt like in a scary way takes down each member of the Judgment Day and only leaves like someone like leaves somebody like Ripley or leaves Finn Balor at the end of the night by themselves and stuff like that. And then it'd be a nice big brawl. Yeah, bring Rey Mysterio into it too, but I think Rey Mysterio just be a wild card that that even Bray Wyatt turns on just because he doesn't trust anybody. You know what I'm saying? He still be like the third party of that shit. So I don't know. I think Bray Wyatt bringing him back to go against the Judgment Day would be a great start. I wouldn't put him straight against Roman because I'm going to expect him to get squashed. I'm
Right.
going to expect him to get squashed. But him going against Judgment Day, that'd be a great.
Halia, you agree with that, or you got your own little?
I mean, I do like that scenario, but I would bring him back. You know what I mean, I would either throw him in with Drew or, you know what I mean, if Bobby didn't have the title, you know what I mean, I would like a Fiend and Bobby Lashley. You know what I mean, I think that'll be, you know what I mean, that'll be crazy. You know what I mean?
All right, Mr. Vape, you already said what you would do with Bray Wyatt to bring him back.
Who would I bring
So
back to
who would
WWE?
you bring back? What free if you could bring back a free agent?
Do I have to bring back, or could I bring somebody that in there? All right, no.
You
Who
bring
would
back
I
a
bring?
free agent. You bring
I
back a
about to
free
say,
agent.
if I bring anybody, like pick somebody from AEW, I definitely would bring MJF. But it's all right.
2024. You gotta wait 2024.
All right, yeah, okay. So right now, who would I bring back? It's not a wrestler who I bring back, but I would bring back William Regal. Bring back William Regal and put him back
I
at
think he's
NXT.
having way too much fun at AEW.
Huh?
I think he's having way too much fun at AEW right now to bring him back.
I think that he would come back just because it's Triple H. But if we talk about wrestlers to bring back a wrestler to That's hard. 'Cause it's like they already gave. My answer would have been Hit Row, if anything, but not. But Hit Row's there.
They're
Uh,
back.
it's like he brought back everybody that I would want him to bring back. But to be honest, give us the real chopper.
David,
Give us the real
take some
chopper back.
medicine.
Um, give us chopper back. Who
Oh, the real Champa.
yeah, the real chopper. But who's not there? I'm trying to think who's not there that we probably would really need. I don't know, bro.
Adam Cole.
Adam Cole, baby. Yeah, Adam Cole. Adam Cole. But he said if I won't take nobody, if there's a free agent,
Free agent.
They fired 80 plus people last year. There's plenty of.
I know, and I ain't really give two. And the people I gave shits about is here.
Well, there
is
you
back
go.
now.
You got
That
your
was
answer.
the thing.
So
You know what I'm
Samoa Joe is a good answer too.
Samoa Joe's a Ring Honor champion right now, so it's a TV
Oh,
champ.
Cesaro. It's plenty of people that's working for AEW right now that I would bring back now.
Keith Lee.
Keith Lee, Cesaro, Swerve.
Name these people they got. They don't want to go back.
Right.
You said they don't want to go back?
They don't want to go back.
Under Triple H's regime, it'd probably be better.
Listen,
right.
I need Breezango to come back to face Pretty Deadly in the NXT tag.
Breezango. For all that, you might as well bring back. You might as well bring back Jericho.
No, Sasha and Naomi are there. They're just waiting. They're just waiting to bring her in. Bring them in.
And I know a lot of people don't like it, but I'll bring back the club. I'll bring back Luke Gallows and Andrews.
Oh, they are free agents. It'll give AJ Styles something to do instead of just doing nothing.
Yeah, so I would bring back.
I need the club to come back.
Yeah, give up.
So where's your boy? What's his name? Omos.
Hell no, Omos is.
I don't know what the fuck Omos is doing.
Or something.
He must be in the shadow room, okay? Because he ain't coming back no time.
Bro did what that squash match with them jobbers, and we ain't seen them since, bro. Triple H was like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck Vince saw in you, bro, but you need to get the fuck off.
He ain't a Triple H. Where's fucking Apollo's bodyguard at?
Where's that dude Vinmon or whatever's the dude Vamir? What is fuck that guy name? The guy that
Veer Mahan.
Veer Mahan.
Where's Dabakeo at? Where the fuck is he at?
Where's what's his name? What's the boy that was with the boy that was with
I guess.
What's his name? Apollo Crews.
He's in NXT.
Where's Rick Rude?
No, I'm not talking about Apollo Crews. The boy that was with
what's that?
Commander Aziz. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Commander Aziz.
Commander Aziz.
Oh, I said Dabakeo. Remember Raw Underground?
Yeah, and then they just turned him into Commander
Aziz, aka Dabakeo. But we're gonna wrap this joint up. But Friday night, Friday the 8th. Yeah, you got a special guest, Mr. Vape. He's always welcome over here. I gotta get that. He still ain't put me on the wrestling TikTok community, but I'm waiting to get my receipt.
There's another dude on TikTok named Narco Play. He's coming out with his own like WWE universe jump.
We uploading characters.
Yeah. So if y'all want to be a part, because it's a TikTok, it's a community TikTok where we got this dude, we got a couple of dudes that's like making their own universe on universe mode and universe mode.
One Piece.
Yeah, I mean that was my text tone. That was my text ringtone. But we basically people upload their character. Bro downloads them, makes up a whole universe, and then he books them, and we be cutting promos and everything on our videos and stuff like that. It's pretty fun. But my boy, but the league that I'm in is pretty full now. But like I said, another league is coming, so I'll keep you updated and let him know. And let
Riot Squad, get out of here.
But yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah, no, I'm good on the Riot Squad.
Catch Mr. Vape on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? You got good content on there. You know what I'm saying? Catch him, like, share, follow. all that good shit. Troman Reigns. I mean, he just catch you on Facebook, I guess. The
Catch me
local
on
duelist.
the local duelist. I mean, it's just a hobby. But at the end of the day, I mean, catch me on here Sunday night sports, and I'll probably make an appearance
Not
on the
even
locker room.
not even Sunday nights for sports. It's 11 a.m. Kickoff. You can be on at 8 p.m. if you want, but whatever.
Well, you said 11 a.m. Sure, I'll be on that.
That's kickoff. That's how football starts. But Hollywood
So
Sensei, where can find you at?
Yeah, man, it's Hollywood Sensei, Sensei the Blur Cartel, CEO status. You could find me everywhere the Blur Cartel is, which is on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch. You can also follow me personally on TikTok at Hollywood underscore Sensei 215, Instagram Hollywood underscore Sensei, and on Twitter Sensei Hollywood. And also you can follow me on Twitch. I'll be on there playing Assassin's Creed and whatnot. Hollywood underscore Sensei.
He said Mansfield is all about the. Hey. I said you'll get in. It's just be soon. It just be
It's hard
another
to
one.
get in. It's hard to get in that club. But
Yeah, how many characters you gotta limited characters that you can download. You know what I'm saying? But if not, shit, I'll do my own. I'll do my own with it. But yeah.
But
Thanks for
it's
having me,
amazing
guys.
Friday came here. AK Mr. AK, the best there is, the best was, the best there will be. Tomorrow, make it make sense. Also, Work Cartel After Dark. Again, and then the yams questions, all that good stuff. So, and then Blur Cartel kickoff 11 a.m. Just to let you know.
We gonna be giving
Going
out
over the game
predictions. No, go ahead.
predictions, talking about Thursday night game, how the fucking Rams got smushed. You know,
Game of the week, fantasy lineups, all that, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then locker room talk Mondays. Blur Cartel plays. We're gonna get that Wheel of Fortune action unless they want to run it back in Monopoly and take that L.
Oh,
I,
Wheel of Fortune. Let's get that. I
I'm in
mean,
Wheel of Fortune. Be like, I like to solve the puzzle.
I'm good
Niggas
with the words.
niggas in Paris, and then I'll probably take an L on that one. But whatever. Round tables coming through. We got some. I've been reaching out to some new people for a round table, so you'll see some guests on the round table. I've been reaching out to TikTok land, so I mean, get some people on there, and then Thursdays. What it sound
What
like? 7 p.m.
we got
Catch
the little baby documentary we reviewing next week. I mean, and then we got another interview coming up right after that. So I mean, y'all make sure y'all tune in.
they moving and grooving and doing what it's doing. So subscribe to them. Subscribe to the YouTube. That's all I ask. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Nothing crazy. Just hit the subscribe. You'll find a show on there you like. I promise you. So just do that. Follow on TikTok. So when I get to 1,000, I can do these lives and then do all that good stuff. I'm not privy to it, but Mr. Vape will probably help me out. He be on live going over his top 30 animes. I don't know why he got Yu Yu Hakusho at 16. That's a problem. We'll figure that out later on. But
I'll tell y'all real quick. The real
it's a
reason why I
preference.
have Yu Yu Hakusho at 16 because it peaks at Dark Tournament and then just goes down from
It's a
there.
preference, but
That's just
Chapter
he
Black
felt
is
this
best John
he felt
in
as if
there.
Captain Black was the best art.
no.
Chapter Black, the best art in
That was
there.
where they lost me. That's like the beginning of where they lost me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
But
okay.
you know,
But I would love to put my top 30 anime and just I could argue with people too. But let's get to 1,000 real quick. So we'll catch Monterey over. Shout out to GGC Mafia over 99 Media.
Yes, sir. GGC Mafia.
Tomorrow, make it make sense. Snarf Gang, all that good shit. We'll be back, and I think I will be at Dynamite in probably 3 weeks, and then the Stream Rules and Philly. Stream Rules cards look nasty, so I don't know if I'm going that one, but we'll figure it out.
You're not going?
And we got Ronda versus Liv Morgan again, so I don't know. It's looking nasty.
You go because it's in Philly, not because the show is
I
bad.
need a good card, but
Well,
we'll holler at y'all.
you